A jury at Cardiff Crown Court has been told that a 21-year-old mid-Glamorgan man tried to burn the body of a 16-year-old schoolboy he'd strangled during a late-night quarrel. Elfed Wayne Smart of Westview Cross Trelewis denies murder. A conference in Swansea has heard a plea from an AIDS sufferer for an end to the humiliation of people dying from the disease. The conference also heard that there are now 100 new cases of AIDS recorded in Britain every day. The Police Federation in North Wales has called for extra officers to be drafted into known late-night trouble spots. The Federation says it's worried about more incidents of large-scale trouble of the sort which has happened recently at the Deeside Leisure Centre and at Wrexham. Two Gwent men have each won more than £250,000 on the football pools. Viv Eves from Pontypool and Bill Harris from Newbridge had never met, but they filled in identical coupons. Now sport, and in tonight's rugby matches, the final scores were Llanelli 28, Cambridge University 20, Newport 30, Ebbw Vale 10, Bath 28, Cardiff 9, Pontypridd 9, Bridgend 48, Pontypool 22, Fiji 20, Maesteg 9, Swansea 10. Finally, boxing, and the British featherweight champion Robert Dickey of Crosshands retained his title tonight with a points win over John Feeney of Hartlepool. The result means Dickey wins the Lonsdale belt in record time. And that's the news of Wales. Now here's the weather forecast for Wales for the next 24 hours. The night will be mostly cloudy and outbreaks of rain will spread from the west to all areas. Temperatures won't fall much below 8 degrees Celsius, and Thursday will start cloudy and windy with fairly persistent rain. But brighter weather with sunny intervals and occasional showers will spread from the west during the morning. Afternoon temperatures around 12 degrees Celsius, the winds mostly fresh to strong southwest, becoming westerly during the day tomorrow. And that's the weather forecast. Now a look at Thursday night's lineup on BBC Wales, and programmes begin at 5:35 with Wales Today, followed by the 6 o'clock news. At 6:35, Patrick Hannon chairs a competition between two teams captained by Claire Vincent and Bob Davis, answering questions on those everyday things we all think we're sure of. Janice Long presents the latest ups and downs from the BBC's Top 40 and Top of the Pops at 7 o'clock. Then at 7:30 we've our second visit of the week to Albert Square and the EastEnders. There's comedy in the Kenny Everett television show at 8, when Kenny once more is joined by Hot Gossip. Then at 8:30, the first of a two-part programme which looks at how children can best protect themselves from people who might try to hurt them. That's Child Watch at 8:30. The news at 9 o'clock is followed by the second part of the Child Watch programme, and then at 10:45, Sir Robin Day chairs another Question Time, when he'll be joined by Paul Shannon MP, the Secretary for Trade and Industry, Dr Una MacDonald MP, Opposition Frontbench Spokesperson on Treasury and Economic Affairs, Alan Watson of the Liberal Party Council and National Executive and a prospective Liberal Party candidate, and Andrew O'Neill, editor of the Sunday Times. Finally, at 11:45, there's Comedy with Rhoda, which rounds off programmes for Thursday night on BBC Wales. And now, just before we leave you, here's an announcement for viewers and listeners in Gwent using the Abertillery and Blaen Avon relay stations. Abertillery and its dependent relay stations Blaena and Blaena Gwent will be off the air on Thursday, the 30th of October, between 9 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The Blaen Avon television and radio relay station will be off the air between 1 o'clock and 4:30 in the afternoon. Its dependent relay stations at Pontypool and Cwm Ffrwd will also be off the air. These interruptions to service are to enable the Electricity Board to carry out essential maintenance, and we'd like to apologise for any inconvenience that may be caused. And that brings Wednesday night to an end on BBC Wales, and as you can see from the clock, it's coming up to 4 minutes past 12. On behalf of all of us at BBC Wales at Llandaff in Cardiff, I wish you a very good night. Nos da.